When it comes to musicians creating their own content on YouTube, very few do it to a level that becomes something special. I mean, really, there's podcasts and behind the scenes of music video shoots, but that's really it. There's two artists who do it differently though. John Bellion, who will take you into the studio with him and show the entire creative process he goes through in making music, and it's a truly special watch getting to see someone go to work in the manner that he does. And then there's Kenny Beats.
I'm not overthinking. I just wrote a verse with my ass cheeks.
Ding, ding, ding. It's fucking King Kenny Beats. Let's go.
Shout out to my mother and my father.
Kenny Beats is a music producer behind some incredible projects and songs, being the brain behind multiple tracks on Freddie Gibbs' acclaimed album Freddie, tracks off of Vince Staples' concept album FM, Put Fungus by Ski Mask the Slump God, and not to forget the collaboration album he did with Denzel Curry.
You calling me a fucking liar?
Then how's it on the internet?
Calling me a fucking liar?
Then how's it on the internet?
That's on you!
Thought so.
Which to this day stands up there as one of my favorite albums. His most special project to date though, well, that crown can easily be bestowed upon The Cave. The Cave is a YouTube series hosted by Kenny Beats where he brings in artists from the underground, fan favorites, and Zach Fox,
Hey, shout out mental illness.
and tries to make them a beat tailored to whatever sound they're feeling that day in just 10 minutes. And then they go in the booth and freestyle 8 bars or more over it. This show was a look into the dynamic between artists and producers, how that process can go, and how creativity can flow throughout the studio when they abide by one simple rule. Don't overthink shit. Kenny's Cave is meant to be a loose and relaxed studio with one goal of not overthinking the process. Just get in there and make something while having fun and not taking it overly serious. The Cave stood for more than just what it was at face value though. d.o.t.s is a way of life, especially for those in a creative field. The more you overthink something that you're creating instead of just letting it flow out of you, the harder it becomes to finish, and a lot of times the finished project will never live up to this perfectionist standard that has been set. Don't overthink shit goes beyond just creating too though. It goes as a motto for life. Sometimes you just have to do things without planning it, and often enough, those decisions you make on a whim will end up turning into something life-changing. In fact, this is how The Cave even became a show in the first place. You see, Kenny wasn't the only one from his team that would be in the show. He also had a cameraman in the studio with him and the artist who goes by the name of Eris. This duo wasn't longtime friends prior to the creation of The Cave, nor were they industry partners at all. They actually met when Kenny was out eating, and Eris walked up to Kenny and told him that if he ever needed help with photo or video that he's his guy, and then went on about his day. While Kenny didn't end up thinking much of it at the time, he later gave him the credit for creating The Cave alongside him, and history was made as the show would go on to inspire countless people, racking up over 75 million views across the 4 seasons it ran before Kenny finally ended the show as it had run its course. Even with The Cave being gone, it still stands tall as a symbol for being creatively free and introduced a whole new way of life to millions of fans. So the next time you're stressed out, just don't overthink shit.
A couple years ago, I was out eating and someone came up to me and said, yo, if you ever need help with photo or video, let me know. I never thought anything of it at the time. That guy turned out to be Eris, who created The Cave with me, does all the stuff that I do with artists with me.